Hello everyone, I am here with an unusual unboxing on a rather unusual February day. I say it's an unusual February day because it is 61, 62 degrees outside. I have the sliding door open. Miss Clara is playing around with the curtains as I speak. And I gotta say, I am struggling with a bit of a weather change migraine. It's actually day 3, so let's see if I can actually pull off this video. So, the unboxing. All right, this box, I might get a little sappy about what's in this box. So, you're gonna need a little backstory first. About 2.5 weeks ago, I was chatting with some friends over at the Genesee Country Village Museum, and they asked if I would do a book theme weekend event. And this is a little bit different than what I normally do. Normally I dress in 19th century attire and I talk about a specific topic. For this event, I'm going to go with my books. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to be in 19th century attire, 21st century attire, or what. But the focus is going to be the books. Like I said, very unusual for me, and I'm very excited. So step 1 was make sure I have the books, right? So Fanciful Utility is on its way in its own box. Fanciful Utility does have to travel all the way across the country to get to me. This box is a little more local. My local Penny Lane printers decided they would help me out. Okay, I stopped and said, hey, can you help me out? And they said yes. This is a sampling of all of my e-publications in print. 2 copies of everything, one exception, that's up in the Etsy shop. We'll get back to that exception. So here we go. Let's adjust the camera. Take a quick sip of tea. Breathe. All right. Actually, I should probably put these over here so I can slide the box. All right, you're getting just cardboard right now, aren't you? Uh-oh. Small landslide. Fix the landslide. There we go. We won't talk about all the fullness of the table that's on the screen. Ooh. Okay. We've got pretties. All right, so first up, I think what I'm going to do is we'll slide this over here and we'll open and bring them over. All right, so first is the In Details. Okay, so those of you that are Fanciful Utility fans, this is going to be the publication that'll be most of interest to you. It's actually a series of several publications. These are my In Details. This is the first one. The very first one is the one that does not have directions for this case, but is a very, ooh, man, I love this in color. A very close-up, in detail look at the case itself. Okay. So we did the spiral binding. And this is kind of hard to do this way, but it gives you an idea. I did do the template for this one. Come on, Anna. There we go. And then we have the heart pin cushion, which is a exclusive for over in Patreon. Then we have Earl's Ball. I did not tell them what order to do these in. It was just a last minute addition. Once we had agreed on the other 5. Some of these are nice and long. We've got the velvet pin cushion, needle book. We've got the pen wiper. All right, so I'm really loving how my borders actually look printed. Very happy with that. This is that pillow pinball that I did when my hands were a mess after surgery. Which one's the last one? Oh, the last one's the shoe. Apparently I didn't do a border on the shoe. Oh, silly me. My bad. I guess they did good by putting that one in the back. Nice balance. Love the color. Very deep saturated color. So I did 2 copies of everything. Nice glossy cover front and back. Now it's 2 copies. One for my shelf and one for display at the event. Okay, so next up is that quilted winter hood that I just released. This is my newest workbook. Now, one of the questions I get fairly often is, if you buy the PDF over on Etsy, can you print it? Absolutely. I want you to print a copy for yourself. I know some people prefer to look at the PDF on their computer. Some like to see it on their Kindle. It actually looks really nice on Kindle. Some people want to print it at home. Some people want to go and actually print it and bind it. And I do know full color printing has gotten expensive. Each one of these lands around the $20 mark. If you print the workbooks, make sure you have these printed separately, or you're planning to trace them out. The book. Those are the pattern pieces in the back. But yes, if you purchase one of my workbooks or e-publications over on Etsy, do print a copy for yourself. Here is the Wadded Hood workbook. Little glimpse inside of that. I landed on a black and white page. There we go. This is the one that has oodles of patterns in the back. So interesting thing about these is the Quilted Hood workbook looks at many originals, but details the patterns with words are not coming out right. Details how to make 3. So these 3 on the front with pattern pieces for each of these 3. The Wadded Hood shows you how to do a brim, a crown, and a bevelet, and they're interchangeable. So you can actually make several different styles with this workbook. Okay. Ooh, the further I get down in here, the harder they are to get out with the rings. Come here. Here we go. That's the trick. All right. Flip everything over. There we go. We use that same box when we get to the event. Here is the Straw Bonnet workbook. The 2 copies of those. This is the thinner of the workbooks. This is all how-to. History, okay. Takes you step by step through how to make your bonnet. Okay. And again, full color. I love the color. All right. Here's the super sappy ones. These are the bigger books. My research pieces. So Paisley Plaid and Pearled. Can you wow this cover? I'm so loving how this came out in color. I loved it digitally. I love it even more in print. They did a really great job on that. Oh, that's yummy. And I did have them do this inside in color. Okay, so my titles are in color and the images are in color. If you print this out, this is going to be the one that's more expensive because it is longer. You might want to do the cover in color and the insides in black and white to save some money. If I were to print this to sell in person, that's what I would end up doing, is the covers in color and the insides in black and white. Same thing with this next one. So here's To Net or Not To Net. Oh, you might want to know why they're so expensive to have printed. They're thick. So Paisley Plaid and Pearled is 124 pages. To net or not to net, it's not quite as long. Okay, so these are the color plates in the back. The text. Did I not number these pages? Anna was a naughty person. It didn't number her pages. To net or not to net is not quite as long as Paisley Plaid and Pearled. This I did. You can tell it's set for a slightly smaller format. I wanted it to be really Kindle friendly. But yeah, cover is in color. And then if you buy it digitally, everything inside is going to be in color. All the plates, all the illustrations are in color. Okay. And then the back has an appendix that is the full plates, the CDVs in color. So yay, I am super excited. I think when I put them back in the box, I'll alternate. I'm loving how this came out. Okay, don't drool on the books, Anna. Doesn't straw look pretty? And I did the Paisley background for the workbooks for the hoods. I like that. I don't know, honestly, which I'm more pleased seeing in print. The gloss covers they did on this. So this is that laminate, which means I could add to this. We might add to these. Yeah, I'm not sure which one's my favorite. So. All right, more on the event. So it is next weekend, not this weekend. This weekend I'm not exactly functional. Next weekend, the 17th and 18th, out at the Genesee Country Village Museum. I should back up and do this on camera, right? Sorry. Okay, so the event is next weekend, the 17th and 18th of February, so Saturday, Sunday, out at the Genesee Country Village Museum. I'll be in the town hall. They're going to have authors from the region there with their books. I will have copies of Fanciful Utility for sale. I will sign those. I will have copies of each of these so you can look at them, but you will have to buy them online. Couldn't quite swing buying enough to sell. And I'm going to have Clara's bookmarks with me as well. So you can pick up a signed copy of Fanciful Utilities, stop and say hi, chat about any of the topics, pick up a Clara's bookmark, meet some other local authors, and hopefully have a beautiful day. If it's like today, this is just gorgeous. So, all right, that's all. Thank you for joining me for this unboxing. I'll see you soon.